सूर्य के समक्ष अपने नेत्र बंद कर लेने से अंधकार नहीं हो जाता। आपको क्या लगता है इन दोनों को नहीं पता कि मैं जीवित हूं? क्या आपने कभी सोचा कि क्यों पहले वागदान और उसके पश्चात विवाह इतना शीघ्र करने का निर्णय लिया गया? क्योंकि ये दोनों जानते हैं कि मैं जीवित हूं। उन दोनों को पता था कि मैं आपसे मिलने पुनः अवश्य आऊंगा और उनका सत्य आपके समक्ष उजागर कर दूंगा, जिससे उनकी जान बेहाल हो जाएगी। क्षमा कीजिए शाह सेल्यूकस, परंतु आप जो कुछ भी करते हैं वास्तव में वो दोनों आपसे करवाते हैं। चाल अवश्य आप चलते हैं, परंतु बिसात उनकी बिछाई हुई होती है। आपने एक बार पहले भी मुझे परंतु शाह सेल्यूकस, मैं फिर भी आपके समक्ष खड़े होने का साहस जुटा पा रहा हूं। लीजिए, कीजिए मुझ पर वार, मैं सज्ज हूं। शाह सेल्यूकस, मैं आपको समझ सकता हूं। चाहे तो मेरा सर धड़ से अलग कर दे, परंतु अब समय आ गया है जब आप ये समझ लें, ये जान लें कि कौन आपके सच्चे हितैषी है और कौन आपके शत्रु। अंतिम बार भी जब हम मिले तब मैं और चंद्रगुप्त आपको यही बताने का प्रयास कर रहे थे कि हम आपके सच्चे हितैषी। धनानंद केवल अपनी शक्ति, अपने वर्चस्व और अपने साम्राज्य को बढ़ाने में ही रुचि रखता है। वो दिन दूर नहीं जब उसकी दृष्टि आपकी तक्षशिला पर भी पड़े और वो इसे भी अपने आधिपत्य में ले लेगा। आपने अंबिराज की बातों पर विश्वास करना श्रेयस्कर समझा था। आज एक बार पुनः वही स्थिति उत्पन्न हो गई है। निर्णय आपको लेना है शाह सेल्यूकस कि आप किस पर विश्वास करेंगे, मुझ पर या अंबिराज पर। परंतु आप जो भी निर्णय लें, मैं आपको राजनीति शास्त्र की केवल एक बात बताऊंगा। इतिहास उस सम्राट को कभी स्मरण नहीं रखता जो एक ही भूल को बार बार करता है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है आप जो भी निर्णय लेंगे सोच समझ कर विवेक के साथ लेंगे।
Hi, bro.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces of course have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Sir, I just get the feeling that this could all rest on how much the team can get out of this fella, Martinelli. When he's on it, he's very sharp, very alert at putting pressure on his opponents, and he has explosive pace to get behind any defence. A real handful and a troublemaker.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Zirkzee, Diogo Dallo, Bruno Fernandes is onto this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a decent ball, and he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Van Dijk.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Manchester Cunha! Goal! Manchester United! There is the breakthrough! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. That's a little off target. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Diogo Dalot. Scholes. Saka. Martinelli. Shifted it to the flank. Played back in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Ligt cuts it out. Gabriel, and it's been given away. And the shot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Well, the keeper has every right to own his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looks a good ball through. There's no flag.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Menu getting this one clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. When do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He is through here. Cleared without complication.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been won straight back. Saka. He's shifting through the gears here. De Ligt. De Ligt gets it away. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Fernandes.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's onto this. And he's running through. De Ligt gets good distance on it. They get a throw in. And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Scholes. And that has put paid to that. Manchester Cunha. And that interception was most necessary. And played right into his path. And he's certainly... Decent chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
now he's off and running. Diogo Dalot gets over and intercepts. Now it's Saka. Somewhat off target. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Looking for options for movement. That looks a good ball through.
Real chance!
Oh, the ball.
Oh, it's fallen loose again! That has not gone well. Oh, this is a big chance!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure. Xerxes clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-0.
And here's Xerxes.
Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that's it. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause. And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome
turn
to
either
today.
way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't they're thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. you can see we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always admired this striker, Sesko, Peter, because he's got that flair to his game, that swagger. You see a lot of it in his clever link-up play, and when he's making movements inside the box. His anticipation and decision-making are second to none.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Nice-looking ball. Bruno Fernandes goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
Oh, what a mistake! He's away! He's one-on-one! Looking for the run. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That is a little undercooked. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Son Heung-min couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. He stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Foden having a look. And now as good a time as any to pull level. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Saka and Gabriel, and it's Van Dijk. Diogo Dalot, and it's Van Dijk. Here's Rodri, knocks it into space. Can he get it through? Raya claims comfortably. Martinelli, and it's Scholes. Ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Has been indicated.
Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? He's got to be quick to recover this. And a terrific save from... And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of entry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Foden. Look at the space here. Danger averted for now. Šeško. Now it's Odegaard. He's ended up in no man's land. Rodri. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Now it's Foden. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's managed to get free, and that's played in low. De Ligt clears it away, and he can clear it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Foden. Tries to play it through. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Manchester United, after 69 minutes, is number 11, Mohamed Salah. Substitution for Manchester United, number 20.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Bruno Fernandes.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Number 9.
Great vision. Shot could be on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Saka.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Reach to 400 subscriber, guys. Keep supporting everybody.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, super ball! He scores! Aims beyond the defence. Cisco! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to be the other end much faster.
Scholes. Saka. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
Saka. Good ball, good take. Out to the right. That's a shade optimistic. Rice, and he was quick to react. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
हाँ
Well, fitness and fatigue,
नहीं.
the key factors now as we head for extra time.
नहीं चाहिए.
मतलब क्यों? तू दूध रोटी खाने वाला था, अभी नहीं चाहिए?
खाया ना रोटी.
कितना खाए, भाजी खाए ना, तो दूध वो खाई नहीं लेंगे. दिन भर गाड़ी चलाओगे, दूध नहीं ले लेंगे. कुछ भी खाई क्या है? हाँ? चलो कहना क्या कर रहे हैं? कितना पैसा तो देना लगा?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 13, Sheshko. Coming
So
on
our quest to
replace
find
him.
the winner continues.
Number 21, Zirkzee.
Out for a throw. Raya.
He's picked his way through. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Van Dijk makes the interception. Saka. Zirkzee. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He can get that clear. Played in deep, and the keeper beats it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodri. Oh, they could be caught out here. Van Dijk. Great chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
1 minute added time.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tries a shot! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Just a quick announcement is now.
It has been a open game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Saka. That's a lovely, neat pass. Martinelli in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And he's gone looking for safety.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. becomes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene. But he really is, for me, the blueprint of...
Great chance! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Cherky just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Rodri. And it's Dallo. Doku. It's a searching pass. Cherky. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Nicely intercepted. That looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? He's found support out wide. Oh, he wasn't going to be fooled. Doku. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Matheus Nunes gets over and intercepts. Martinelli. Ball's out once more. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. Cherky. He's in a great position here. Now it's Foden. He's got a shot at goal! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Rodri. Van der Ven gets a foot in here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now, what about a counter-attack? Saka. He has found a way through. Scholes finds himself offside. Good spread. That is good alertness. There will be a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. Oh, there's a probing ball. Matheus Nunes, somewhat off target. Good looking ball.
There will be one minute
Cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. Played into space out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave and
Shoots! It's hit the upright. And he's there to clear it. In towards the back stick. And he's taking no chances there. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, it's come loose. No, it's come to nothing. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Tries to play it through. Guardiola. He's picked his way through. And the finish! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. How very smart. He just got it right.
yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. This might chance! We've got a goal! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
After 71 minutes is
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter. The crowd are reacting to that now.
Rodri.
Foden.
And he has a shot! Oh no, this does not look good. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And there's the clearance. Oh, it's played into the area.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had a shot! And he hits the net! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Can he get on the end of this? No, that was never going to make it. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So that's it, it is all over. Defeated,
I'm afraid to
dejected,
tell you that we're
deflated,
expecting traffic
the
to be
ultimate
heavy after-
disappointment. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch. And I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions. But when it comes down to it, I'd actually love to see him operate in a number 10 for a spell. I think he could thrive there.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's gifted it to the Martinelli! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Foden at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Martinelli tries to clear. Van Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gabriel. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Off the post! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Danger averted for now. Diogo Dalot.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ødegaard. Played into space. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. He has found the way through. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Rodri. Scholes. Out to the right. Calafiori.
2 minutes has been indicated.
It's Rice. Shifted it to the flank. Gabriel kept aware. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
gets the second half started.
Saliba.
He's well positioned here. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Gabriel. It's Saka.
Martinelli. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, can he get onto this? No, he's not getting his way this time. Eze going face to face with his great rival. Just eases him off the ball. Saka. And the pass is intercepted. Gabriel calmly anticipates. 60 minutes played.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Martinelli gets into a good position. Gets the shot away! And that is doing no harm at all.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Diogo Dallo gathers from the goal kick. He won't be happy with that one. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you were sub in extra time. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Martinelli. That has not gone well. It's a searching pass. Well, played right into his path. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Great vision. He's in plenty of space here.
Has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. Scholes picks it up out wide. Rice. And that's that. Manchester United have done it. The perfect outcome in this most